There are strong players in the NFL, and then there's Aaron Donald. Before the snap, offenses already know the truth. This play is about survival. Double-teamed, game-planned, chipped from every angle, and it still doesn't matter. From the moment he steps on the field, leverage turns into violence, power turns into pressure, and pockets collapse instantly. This isn't just strength, it's obsession, precision, and dominance refined to perfection. Ready to jiggle some muscles? Because what you're about to watch isn't highlights, it's inevitability.
Aaron Donald, like, best player I ever played with, like, he never turned it off.
All positions.
Best player I ever played with.
Wow.
He never turned it off.
Yeah,
I'm not
Let him finish. Go.
Big say that.
He never turned it off. He walk in, and I done played with greats. I done played with Champ Bailey. This is no disrespect to them. It's just, from my point of view and what I do, I rush the passer.
Peyton Manning.
Bruh, he's the most dominant player that I ever played with. If I'm running a text game, the text is gonna be open. If I'm running an exit game, the exit game is gonna be open. Anything that we draw up to try to scheme away from Aaron Donald, it's gonna be open.
But interior dominance didn't begin with this era. Before the league spread out, before offenses learned to hide their quarterbacks, there was Warren Sapp. Explosive off the snap, relentless in the trenches, and impossible to ignore. He didn't just disrupt plays, he dictated them. When Warren Sapp lined up in the middle, the line of scrimmage belonged to him.
He's done enough. I mean, look at the resume.
He's in your
Oh
room.
no, he's above me. He's above me.
He's above you.
Listen, Rich, I looked at this thing with the 7 straight All-Pros. I can't name a guard that he's going against, but he's still 7 straight All-Pros.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he's still rushing the hell out of that quarterback. I mean, he can get it.
That's why I'm saying, retiring.
I don't like his run game play. Not at all, because you can't never show me a game where somebody ran the ball at me 40 times and beat me. How did you move the ball? You're running it 40 times. Where did you move it at on these run plays? Because that ain't going down, not for 4 quarters. Nah, I hate that part of his game, but everything else, impeccable.
So you do, I'm trying to get inside the mindset of somebody in that trench.
He'll be the 6th first ballot Hall of Fame defensive tackle behind me, Mean Joe Green, Merlin Olsen, Bob Lilly, and Randy White. That's a 6-pack that you do not want to see on your Sunday afternoon. And then Johnny Randall was backing us up. I mean, it's unbelievable. So we got a collection. It's a collection of great men that played the game at the defensive tackle position, and he's right there with all of us.
Because dominance like this is never accidental. It's forged in silence. Long before the league was paying attention, there was a mindset that refused to be ignored. And once it surfaced, the NFL didn't just react, it adjusted.
Yeah, I heard Aaron Donald. This is when I knew this dude was different, and you would have loved playing with Aaron Donald. We had our guard one of his defensive tackles. I'm talking about driving to the sideline, put him on the ground. Aaron Donald grabbed his teammate, a grown man, grabbed him like this and said, if you ever effing let a player do that to you again, you will never be on this field.
How many people he done probably did that to?
And no, that's what I'm saying. He's a monster. He ain't gonna let me slide on the play. But my thing, when I look at the game, I look at the impact, Aaron Donald, he can play all positions.
And then there's leadership you can feel. Ray Lewis didn't just play defense, he commanded it. When he stepped on the field, the game followed his voice. This is what he had to say.
Straight animal. Listen, Aaron is one of those people that you run to the TV to watch, right? And they come around every few years, but because his motor never stops. And you know what he's figured out? Seriously, the cameras can be wherever they want to be. It's a one-on-one battle. If you watch him, how he plays the game one speed. Why? Because the people that's in front of him, he knows he's outworking most of them. He's outworking every one of them. So when you watch him, you're not only just watching a dominant player, you're watching a skillful player, right? If you watch Aaron Donald's hands, right? And then this is for a young kid who don't understand how he gets so many sacks. Watch how active his hands are. And when you as a defensive player, you just named Reggie White, you named Bruce Smith, you named Lawrence Taylor, Derek Thomas, those guys were magicians when it came to using their hands. And that's what makes Aaron Donald so dominant, right? He doesn't need to be 6'5". He doesn't need to be 6'6". His height on where he is keeps his pad level so up under the offensive lineman, he changes the entire game.
And dominance up front isn't always about the spotlight. Sometimes it's about doing the dirty work that makes greatness possible. Michael Brockers was the anchor, the strength that held the line, the force that freed everyone around him.
One day I come to the facility extra early. I have nothing really to do. I did all my rehab, and I go past the D-line room and I see the light, the film room. I'm like, and I just peek my head in there, and AD's watching film by itself, and I'm like, first of all, that hit me. I'm like, he watched film by himself.
Right, no coach,
so,
right?
I just go in there because I don't want to mess up his vibe. I don't want to mess up his room, you know what I'm saying? So I go in there, I just sit down. I just sit down quietly and just watch him, and I'm like, man, what are you looking at? What are you looking at? And, if you look at his notes, it's crazy because I hope you don't kill me for this, but if you look at his notes, it's just like, it's the spider web, kind of way to take notes. So he'll write, one big theme, then write a little spider web, you know what I'm saying? And keep on going. And this is on one guy. And I'm like, I'm doing something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I'm doing something wrong. If I'm not taking my time to learn my opponent like this, what am I doing?
It's Aaron Donald, 100%. It's Aaron Donald. You know what he was able to do with the 3 technique and the DN position, his movement and his athletic ability. He'd give you 3 pass rush moves. You'd be like, what was that? I got a holding call on him once, and I was like, that's bullshit, because I didn't even touch him. He just spun around and did this crazy shit. But yeah, that's one of those guys where all pass protection rules are off. We're not sliding to backwards. We're sliding to him wherever he is.
Jason Kelce changed what it meant to play center with speed, intelligence, and unmatched consistency. Quick off the snap, relentless in space, and trusted with the heartbeat of the offense. When Jason Kelce was in the middle, everything moved through him.
But I got to set this record straight because I see a lot of people on social media as they list all of Aaron's sacks against quarterbacks. People are like, never had a sack against the Eagles. Oh, the Eagles had your number. We double teamed him and triple teamed him every single game. All right. He is the only defensive tackle we have ever gone up against where the entire game plan is situated on not having him ruin the game. The only one. I don't care if it was a 5 down front. I don't care if there's a blitz happening over there. We are double teaming Aaron Donald. That's the way we played him. There was not another player that was treated in that light. Not a defensive end, not a defensive tackle, nobody.
And then there's greatness that defines eras. Tom Brady didn't chase moments. He owned them. When the game was on the line, history leaned his way. This is what he had to say.
Donald's as good as there is probably ever played in the National Football League at D-line. He's an incredible player, explosive, quick, powerful. It's amazing the production he has, even when people are double teaming him and triple teaming him. But he just doesn't, he never lets down. So he's a hardworking guy. You could tell football means a lot to him, but he really sparks that whole defense.
I remember my first time I was playing for the Cardinals. We were in St. Louis playing the Rams after they had drafted this guy with the 17th pick or 18th pick named Aaron Donald. I hadn't heard of him. I didn't know it was his rookie year. And midway through the second quarter, I come back to the huddle and I'm getting ready to call a play. It was a long play action 7-step drop. And I hear the offensive lineman. I'm like, what? We're in the middle of the play. I got 20 seconds. What are you talking about? What's going on? And I finally get a second to hear what they're saying. We're in a loud stadium. And they're like, I can't even see 99, let alone block him. And I remember that messed my head up. I was like, hold on, who? 90, nobody was even saying his name was Aaron Donald. It was 99. Because he didn't come in. He came in from Pittsburgh. He wasn't a top 5 pick. He wasn't a household name. But that guy can keep you up at night. And having to be in the NFC West with him a bunch and play against him twice a year, he is an issue. I don't care if you have all-pro guards, centers, and tackles. He is unblockable when he's one-on-one.
Dynasties fade, eras end, but the standard they set remains. These weren't just players, they were blueprints for greatness, and long after the final whistle, their impact still echoes through the game.